I originally recorded these videos in November and December of 2016 before I started using mods. I thought they might be useful for people who still don't use mods, whether it's because of game style, wanting to play the game the way it was meant to be, that sort of thing. And also just an interesting look back at what was possible before we built with mods. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, this is Ed, aka Gamer Gramps. And today I'm going to show you through building 8 of my sanctuary build, the City Hall. Basically, our little buddy Preston Garvey, when you start the game, decides he's going to turn you into the general for the Minutemen. Well, I decided to turn the tables on him and leave all of the little problems here in Sanctuary up to him. So he is the mayor of Sanctuary. So because of that, this is his player, or excuse me, not his player home, but his character home. So we'll step inside here for a moment. He does normally have a secretary who sits at this security desk and screens visitors. Being the city hall, especially in a place where settlements are constantly attacked, there is weaponry in this cabinet and several weapons just sitting up there for the use of the secretary if necessary. There is also a flamer right here in the main area that can be used if necessary. Now Preston doesn't actually live in this room, in this house. This is just where his office is. So you can see here that there's really nothing in this extra room. I have thought about turning this into a small, very small abode for Preston, but just didn't really get around to it. Straight across, this is a spot that really a normal door I couldn't glitch in because it's just too small and it would look a little silly as it phased in and out of the wall. So because of that, I just went ahead and put the flag up, and it allows for him to use the restroom, have a little bit of privacy. Of course, being the mayor of the town does have its benefits, and he did get a few of the new accoutrements from the Vault-Tec once we opened up Vault 88. So then here, this is the city council chamber, and basically the settlement leaders all come here and meet and pretty much yell at Preston and tell him how terrible of a person he is. And then he comes out later and tells me what a terrible person I am and how I need to go and defend some settlement. It's a very, very interesting relationship we all have with each other. And finally we have this. This is Preston Garvey's office. Several file cabinets. Another cabinet. This safe, which actually contains all of the alcohol, which will eventually be used to create a very nice bar here in town. We also have his desk and, of course, a telephone, which is also connected to the guardhouses, the general's quarters, the general's office up in the Minutemen Northwest Command, and any other houses that happen to have a telephone in this area. As you can see, we also don't have any open windows on the back wall. Again, for the same, not wanting a grenade to come in and give somebody a serious injury. Our electrical power plant is directly behind this building. I'll show you that in just a moment. This, I actually glitched this wall in. This is very early on, but there's a broken shelf behind this wall, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to actually just glitch in one of those wooden walls, and that way it'll look nice. I can decorate it, and it doesn't look all trashy like that. You can still kind of see that little shelf, the broken shelf sitting in there behind it, but I like this a lot better. And then he still has a little sitting area right here. The door, the original door, is also closed off, so there's only one way to possibly get in and or be attacked from. So if we walk around to the back for just a moment, you can see that it is defended by the same absolutely impenetrable bush right here. And this is where our electrical power plant for the entire area is. Originally, we started off with just these large generators. Actually, they're medium generators, excuse me. So originally we started off with those medium generators, but finally got to a point where we installed a fusion generator, and this one, according to the lore, I say that we went and took from the Museum of Freedom. Now, that's an interesting point that I'll just bring up quickly. When I put something into a settlement, I like to pretend that, I mean, let's face it, nobody is building a fusion generator like this from scratch. Nobody's doing that. So, in the game, yes, of course, you can build it. You can, just head on over to the power and the generators and select this and just use, some gears and some screw and some copper and all that, and boom, you can just make yourself a brand new fusion generator. However, to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense that, here we are scraping by. Otherwise, all we can build is these. And then all of a sudden, somehow, I'm just like, oh yeah, well, I got a little extra copper and some gears, so I can go ahead and just build this fusion generator. To me, that doesn't make any sense. So, yes, I do build them in my settlements, but I always pretend, because in my head it makes more sense that we had to go and get one from someplace. And so those components that are used to build it, the way that I play the game is that, sure, those components are necessary because that's what's necessary to rebuild it once it's here, or to make repairs to it once it's on site. So, you'll see later too that I have got a few quirks too as far as like the use of rail cars in a settlement. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel.